Hello and welcome to today's edition of The Daily Beard. I'm Jason Fox, aka Lee Clown's Beard, and today we will be discussing the tweet, "Passionate people with no egos who defend the work without pushing the client while creating new things guaranteed to work don't exist." Does this sound like almost every recruiting ad in the creative fields that you've seen? No egos, passionate people who drive change and push it to the limit. I don't know anybody who tries to push things as hard and as far as possible who doesn't have some kind of ego. They might not be jerks. They might step over the line into jerkdom every once in a while. Most of them don't, or most of them aren't, hardcore jerktacular all day, all the time. But these unicorns that I keep seeing in recruiting ads, they're not out there. People are people. A lot of people good at their job. They're not perfect. They have weaknesses in both their skill sets and as human beings, and that's okay. We wonder why people have so many mental health issues in our industry, but we're asking them to be passionate about something that's constantly rejected. We're asking them to pour themselves into the work that constantly gets rejected or dumbed down or just flat out thrown away. We tell them they need to be happy all the time, despite everything that they do being spat upon and thrown out and rejected. And we tell them to be nice, to get along with everybody else. And I would like people to get along with one another, but I don't expect everybody to be chummy. That's not how the real world is. Treat people respectfully. That's enough. You don't need to be best friends forever. And you don't need to just sit back and take it when someone is denigrating your work. You can stand up for it. If you go a little too far in defending your work, okay, hopefully your creative director or group head or ECD or whoever has the tact to pull you back just a little bit. And enough smarts to cut you some slack. But this idea that there's some perfect person out there who can do all this that I described and only cost $30,000 a year, knock it off. Knock it off giant agencies who advertise like this, and HR departments who, if they don't see this sort of descriptor in your resume, just pass upon you as if the resume even gets there, if it gets past the algorithms. We're hiring people to work with people and for people, trying to reach other people and convince said people to part with their money or to do something like vote. We don't want robots. Stop asking for them. I'm Jason Fox. Have a good one.